First, I sign my name with a wax crayon on the bottom right hand corner of my composition. Today I have the primary colors in liquid watercolor form that's the same as these, but they already have the water added to it. I have my brush, my water cup, and my paper towel. I start with yellow first. I have my hand on the handle wrapped around the handle of the brush, and I just dip it in the yellow. I don't need to splash it, I just dip it in. I'm going to paint the middle of my paper yellow. I take my time. I get the edges. Even if it gets on the table, that's okay. We can wash the table. When it starts getting kind of scratchy, that's when I know that I need to dip it back into the container and get some more paints. Now, I'm ready to switch colors, but I can't just dip it in the red. I have to wash it. So I push it on the bottom of the cup, releasing that paint, wipe it gently on the towel, or on the lip, and then dry it on the towel. Next, I'm using my next primary color, which is red. So I paint red at the top of my artwork, filling it all up. And I'm going to make it touch the yellow, and when it touches the yellow, it's going to start making an orange. When we mix red and yellow, that makes orange, and orange is a secondary color. Now I'm going to lighten it a little bit, just so there's a tiny bit of red, but mainly water, because I don't want it to be a dark orange. I want to try and get more of a yellow orange. So if I looked on my color wheel, I'd have red, a darker red, orange, orange, and then a lighter yellow, orange, and then yellow. So it looks like I need to go back and add a little bit of red here to make it darker, so I have more intermediate colors. Now I'm sure that's kind of confusing, so I'm going to darken my red here, but here this looks better. I have red, red, orange, orange, yellow, orange, and yellow. I'm making a bunch of intermediate colors too. Now I really clean my brush. I wipe it on the lip. I dry it on the towel. It's still got some red in it. That means I need to wash it some more. Wipe it on the lip, dry it on the towel. These paints should be just as clean when we start as when we finish. Now I'm going to take some blue and start painting blue at the bottom of my artwork, filling out the edges. I'm going to paint the whole thing. Even over my name, the wax will resist or push away the paint. Now I'm going to make green by painting over top of the yellow, but I don't want to paint over all of the yellow. I want some yellow to stay. Now I need yellow and a yellow green. So I'm just going to take some water and just a tiny bit of blue and see if I can get a really light yellow green, really soft. Good. And then I have green, and now I need a blue green, so I think I'll go back with a little bit of blue. Oh, that was a little darker than I wanted. So I'm going to wash my brush really well, dry it on the towel, and take some yellow and see if I can darken this and make it more of a blue-green. So we have more of a gradient. There, I'm liking that better. I'm really going to wash my brush, dry it on the towel. So now I have my yellow-green, my green, my blue-green. Good, and then I'm going to make my blue-violet. So I'm leaving some blue, and at the bottom I'll paint over top to get that blue-violet where it's more blue. And it's a little bit more purpley than I want. So I'm going to wash my brush, take a little bit of blue at the top to make there's more of a blue, violet, blue, purple color. So we have blue, blue, violet, violet. And then at the top of my composition, I'm going to go back with a little bit of blue because I need this red purple. So at the top, I'll mix a little bit of that red purple, and it's a little bit more blue than I want. So I'm just going to really wash my brush, dry it on my towel, and this time go back with a little bit of red and try it, make it so it's more of a red purple or a red violet. I'm going to blend it down. There. And take this to the counter. Carefully with both hands carry your artwork to the drying rack. You'll need both hands because it'll be very wet.